Lobster. We got the swing ride right here, folks. We're currently on the Skyride. I think this is what this thing is called. We got some rides over here. We got the Crazy Mouse right here. Drop tower right here. Sorry, I'm trying my best I can to center it. The thing's gonna drop any moment. Thing is, they leave them on there for a long amount of time, probably to scare them. There they go. We got the Ferris wheel over here. We got another roller coaster over here. We got this thing over here that looks like Ferris wheel that kind of goes upside down or something, I don't know. We got BMO Field right here, folks, which is home to the Toronto FC. I've never been to a Toronto FC game.
And the Argos.
And the Argos, of course, but right now I think it's Argo season, so. And if you get a ticket to the, here's the thing. If you get a ticket to the Argos, or you get a ticket to Budweiser stage, or you got a ticket to the Toronto FC, you get in the CNE for free. So if you're going to see a concert at Budweiser stage, or you're going to any of the sporting events happening here at BMO Field, that includes a free admission to the CNE. So it's a win-win for you there. And you don't have to pay, I think it's like $30 each for a CNE ticket. And we paid 20 bucks. Was it 20 bucks to get on this thing, Dad, altogether? What's about that? What?
10 each.
Was 10 each, so that's not bad. Then right over here we got the something express. Music Express of some sort. I can't read that other part. It's Polar Express, sorry. The Carpetbagger was here a few years ago. I think it was last year, and he rode this as well. Sometimes you run into popular vloggers. Maybe I'll run into one today. Who knows? And then over here we got the Super Slide, which is called the Euro Slide. And then over there is the Budweiser stage, which they're closing down next year to make it an indoor and outdoor facility. That's part of the reason why they created the Rogers Stadium, was because they were closing Budweiser stage and they still needed a spot to host concerts during the summer.
As high as we're going to get right now.
It is a little bit bumpy, not bad though. There's the Starship 4000 over here. I don't know what the difference between all these Starships is. There's like all different stuff. The Haunted Mansion. Now that's a ride I am going to do, folks, so you'll see a video of that later. Or maybe the next video, you never know. I'm going to try and post a couple of these videos a day on YouTube. Then we got this ride right here, which I believe is a Campbell Amusements ride. I think Campbell Amusements donated this ride. It is called the Hurricane. So basically what it does is it goes up and down, all kinds of stuff. And then right here, in front of me here, which is kind of obstructing the view of that other ride, is the X Drive, which you saw in an earlier video. And then right here you got the Zero Gravity, which is the Gravitron. So these, the Starship 4000 right here, and the gravity, zero gravity, they're both Gravitron type of rides, but in a different format. Basically one, the floor lift, basically one, the seats lift up, and the other one kind of tilts you. This one tilts you, and this one over here, I'll zoom in again, lifts you up. You'll have to ride it to know exactly what I mean. And then we got this ride right here, which is kind of like the Freak Out, but it goes upside down. There's no way you'd see me riding that. And then we got the Ring of Fire behind that, which is just like a loop. It's like a loopy roller coaster. It just goes upside down. It just goes around, around, around. Then we got the Furo's Fury right over here, which is a pirate ship. Then we got the Swing. For 20 bucks, this is taking you pretty far. And then over here we got Niagara Falls. I said for 20 bucks, this is a pretty good ride. And this is a log flume ride. You will not see me go on this because unfortunately it is a little bit too cold today. And I'm not a fan of rides, so you're lucky you're seeing me go on a couple rides. Haunted Mansion isn't exactly a thrill ride, it's just, you'll see in another video. So that'll be an easy ride for me to do. So basically this has two waterfalls. It goes down the one waterfall first, which is a small one as you can see right here. And then it goes up and you go on the big one right here. Someone's gotta get soaked. It would suck if you had them both right here and here at the same time. You would get hosed. Watch what I mean, watch. So this guy's going down here. You would get drenched.
Get somebody right on foot.
And they got this thing this year, folks, at the CNE, where you can dine in the sky. So it's basically like this little cable car you sit in, and it's enough to fit a group of people. And it's about 150 bucks a person or something like that. Some ridiculous price like that. But if you got the money, do it. You know, I'm sure you get a good view of the Skyline. This girl right here riding the ride. And yeah. I wouldn't do it. I don't have that kind of money, so you won't see a video of that, unfortunately. But maybe one year if I win the lottery, you'll see me do that. It's actually not that bad. It just looks dirtier because of the window right there. And we got a plane over here coming in. Not that that really matters, because that's not CNE. And then right here, you can see it very well. I'm going to lift this thing up a little bit. There you go. That's BMO Field. Where you can see the Toronto FC and the Argos play. And I don't know what they're getting ready for right now, but it looks like maybe soccer. It looks like they got it formatted for soccer right now. One of these days I gotta take a Toronto FC game. I've heard lots of good things about it. I've heard it's a lot of fun and the atmosphere is really good from what I had heard. My stepsister, unfortunately though, you don't get much rain cover. My stepsister was recently at a game with her dad and she got completely soaked. So if you're gonna go to an FC game and it's gonna rain, bring a rain jacket. And there's the Better Living Center, which I think might be home to the food, the crazy food you're gonna see me try, and I'll post that. I'll post that on Facebook, the food I'm gonna try. I'll post pictures of that on Facebook and I'll tell you what I thought. I am gonna try a little bit of crazy food today because what's going to the CNE without trying some crazy food that you can't get in Brantford?
Can we get off in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
go back.
No, it's a one-way. And then over here, folks, this building right here used to be part of Ontario Place, which was, if you don't know, if you guys are like really young and watching this, like 9 or 10 years old, if you don't know, used to be a big, it used to be a water park that was owned by the government of Ontario. Unfortunately, it closed down now and they're doing redevelopment. But it was a water park. It had some water slides, it had a splash pad, it had a pool, had a couple of water rides, had the Cinesphere too, which is home. Which is home of IMAX films. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get a picture. But they had a Cinesphere too, which is home of IMAX. Anyway, you guys, I'm just about to end this ride, so I hope you enjoyed that and got a okay taste of the CNE grounds. This is Matt Man signing off from the Mattcast. Don't forget, you can catch the Mattcast every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on the Grand Radio, and that's 8 p.m. Eastern. Only on the Grand Radio, something for everyone. Bye, buddy.